It was good, everyone. This is quite strange because I'm actually using a microphone, but here we go. I said in the last video that I was going to try and get something that would improve the audio, and I think this has done the trick. Regardless, in today's video we are going to be reviewing a film called September the 5th. This recently came out, at least in the UK anyway. I did actually look up online. Apparently it released in I think it was December 13th in the US, which a bit of a shame, but I finally been able to see it, and this film was definitely good. There were some things that I think definitely could have been improved, or maybe changed, but to say the least, the best way to explain this film is that it is somewhat of a thriller. Here's the overview for the film. During the 1972 Munich Olympics, an American sports broadcasting crew finds itself thrust into covering the hostage crisis involving Israeli athletes. Yeah, so as usual, now that we've kind of talked about the overview, let's actually talk about the storyline. You have to remember that something like this isn't really going to include much action. It is purely built on the suspense of the film. And to be fair to them, they absolutely did that. This film, in terms of its story writing, was great. Not amazing, but great. And it was to the point where you can still enjoy the film and you don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, I'm sure you guys know I love my action films, and obviously this is something different. I wasn't expecting action, so I'm not going to expect it, but it's definitely a great film. I just think the storyline could have been just slightly better. The storyline has you kind of hooked to the point where, again, you just don't know what's going to happen next. And there are definitely some twists and some turns into this film that you kind of just don't expect. 1 minute it gets you happy, next minute it gets you depressed, and this film is a roller coaster of emotions. Let's talk about the cinematography. Being honest, because this is a thriller, the cinematography isn't really going to be one of those things that is kind of primarily prioritized, if that makes sense. If you're watching an action film, you expect there to be many cuts, many jumps, many, this, that, and the other. The CGI's got to be insane nowadays. Green screening has to be really, really good. But this film, it was kind of just your standard film. It's kind of hard to explain. Now, let's talk about, would I recommend this film? Yes, I would. Because this film, again, it's all about the suspense. It gets you questioning what's going to happen next, and that's exactly what it does. And just with that, the film itself is good. It's a good film. It was a good watch. Quite a short film once again. It's only about an hour and a half, so even if you don't like it, you're not really going to waste too much time. I do think some parts were maybe a little bit slow, but I have to say, the ending will get you. It'll catch you off guard. So expect that. Let's talk about the audio. Again, nothing really impressive, kind of just what you'd expect, but some of the music choices were very, very good. And especially, in the kind of more tense scenes, sometimes there's just no music. That's sometimes what you just need in this film. You don't have to have music to make things, tense or suspense or anything. And it kind of just locks you in. You're like, whoa, this is happening. This could get serious. So let's go ahead and rate this film. I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's a good watch. If you're going to go watch it in the cinema, or if you're thinking to watch it in the cinema, do it, because it's definitely worth a watch. It's a solid film as well. It's definitely not the best. Again, it's not the best film I've ever seen, but it's a solid watch. You can sit down, you can watch it, you can, enjoy the film. Yeah, a solid film. 8 out of 10. I think that's a fair rating, to be fair. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, make sure to subscribe and put the post notifications on as well. We are on a roll with this. I've watched quite a few films recently, done quite a few reviews, and honestly, not only has it been fun, but it feels good that I'm kind of back on the grind. We are posting once a week on this channel, and then on my gaming channel, posting twice a week as well. So go over there, go subscribe to that channel if you haven't already. It'd be really appreciated, and subscribe here as well. Again, that would be appreciated. But thank you also so much for watching. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next movie review. Take care. Bye-bye.